Another new KATU poll for the Democratic primary for Senate shows it's still anybody's race. The big headline here, 40% of those surveyed still undecided. The lead goes to Steve Novick with 23%. He's followed by Neville and Jeff Merkley. The rest of the candidates in this crowded field are in the single digits. KATU Salem Bureau Chief Melika Johnson joins us with more in this crowded field of candidates hoping to challenge incumbent Senator Gordon Smith in the fall. Melika, it is getting very interesting.
Well, Steve, that's right. And of course, whenever a political poll is released, there is tremendous interest. There is definitely no difference with this poll. We've had several phone calls from Oregon media outlets, as well as media outlets in Washington, D.C., all trying to get a hold of these results, which show Democrat Steve Novick ahead. To candidate Steve Novick, KATU's exclusive poll comes as no surprise.
It's a very good day, and it's consistent with all the other polls we've seen.
Once viewed as the political underdog in the Democratic fight for the U.S. Senate, Novick now appears to be taking the race by storm.
We think that people are looking for something a little different, and I'm little and I'm different.
According to our Survey USA poll, Novick has 23% of likely Democratic voters on his side, compared to Jeff Merkley's 11%.
I think there's serious question about the legitimacy of that poll.
Matt Canner with the Merkley campaign says there is no way Novick can have a double-digit lead over Merkley. Whenever a candidate is at the losing end of a poll, they always try and discredit the poll.
I disagree with that emphatically. I think polls are going to go up and down.
University of Portland political science professor Gary Malacca sees the poll as significant in its uncertainty, since it shows 40% of Democratic voters undecided.
There's a lot of volatility out there.
And therefore, he cautions anyone who is calling this race too soon.
We have to be very, very careful about drawing any kinds of judgments with regard to what's actually going to happen.
Since the Merkley campaign questions our poll's accuracy, we asked to see theirs. If you're going to say that our poll isn't credible, let's see your polls.
We're not going to, I'm going to decline to release that.
And the political scientist we spoke with in our story says one of the reasons why there may not be a lot of people decided in this U.S. Senate race is that so many people have been concentrating on the presidential race. Live in Salem, Melika Johnson, KATU News.
Thank you, Melika.